The CPI just came across the wire and it is bad. I don't mean to say I told you so, but let's go screen and explore the news. And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Like I said, I don't mean to say I told you so, but on July 10th, I told you a big date was coming. That was the July 13th CPI data. I also said that market insiders would price that movement in a few days before. Let's do a quick listen, and then we're going to get to today's report release. Last month, the data for May was released on June 10th, everyone. And we know that there are market insiders out there that get this information before everyone else. And you're like, hey, Klaus, that sounds a little shady. Well, look at this, everyone. Now, remember, the actual report came out for June 10th, and it was a disaster. Yep, you could see it right there. The report came out June 10th, but the price action was built in 2 days in advance, telling me that, yes, there was going to be another nasty CPI data report coming out. So now looking at the charts here, I'm going to scroll back just a couple days. We've got the 5-day up right now. You could see that, yep, guess what, everyone? The market, again, was pricing this action in 2 days in advance. So what was the CPI data? Well, here we go. Everything rose 1.3% seasonally adjusted and rose 9.1% over the last 12 months. This blew the previous month's 8.6% out of the water. Now, we have to look at it this way. Is this the peak of inflation, or do we have yet another rough month ahead? We have to start thinking of the prices that we're seeing right now, because the next report for July, yes, July's report will come out August 10th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Based on, well, I don't know, everyone, the previous video that I did right here that showed you that market insiders act 2 days ahead of time, and then telling everyone yet again, guess what? Look, the market insiders, yep, guess what? They acted already 2 days ahead of time. We will see 2 days ahead of time how the market is reacting to that CPI data. So the reason I publish these videos several days ahead of the CPI report and tell you about the actual movement of market insiders is so that you can follow market insider activity. I do not publish these videos on July 13th saying, hey, the price is going to move July 13th. No, because the insiders already have the data. This is happening month after month after month. And if you want to do what the insiders do, you have to follow the news before it happens. You have to understand the reports that they're using to make their decisions. So yes, they acted 2 days in advance for June's report, and now guess what? Or for the report that was released on June, and guess what, everyone? The market insiders did it again. That is why when you look at it here, yes, there is some correction on the price, but it went from what? 0.03, right? 10.03 to 10.001, all right? So you can see the majority of the price action was built in 2 days in advance. All right, so going back to the chart, let's take another quick look at this. As you can see, market insiders start their sell-off several days in advance. They've already gotten out. They've already made their plays before the data comes out. Now, what you're seeing, this movement right here, okay, is from the retail segment, the people out there that have not been paying attention to this report, the panic selling moment. So you remember how I told you out there, you can use these days and this data to set buy targets? Well, guess what? When the Wall Street makes their moves, right? When they start selling, this tells me exactly what I need to know. And guess what? When the retail traders see this report and they're like, oh my God, inflation is so bad, I can't say I told you so to them, because now look at the panic selling. And that also gives us what, everyone? Buying opportunities. You buy when blood is in the streets. And guess what? That is because people are not informed that market insiders gave us the tip of the hat days before on what was going to happen. In fact, I have been trying to tell all of you out there to be prepared for this for a long time. In fact, guess what? With Stellar breaking that 10-cent mark, right? It is right now 0.9997. Guess what, everyone? I was telling you about this already February 22nd. Why Stellar XLM is going to 10 cents, and I took a ton of hate for it. Well, guess what? Can I take hate right now? Yeah, I'll take hate right now, but you know what? I have been making the smart moves this whole time. February 22nd, I broke that story. 5 months in advance. So for all those channels out there that are like, oh, we're going to moon, we're going to be $1, maybe they should start paying attention to videos like this, where I tell you exactly what is going to happen, because market insiders will reveal their hands days before actual reports come out. Now, this report right here with the CPI data is going to be huge, because this is going to tie in with the Fed's next meeting of the 26th and 27th, right? Where Jerome Powell is expected to, yes, give a 75 basis point hit, but now with the report that is even worse than what they thought, the highest we have seen now in over 40 years, this now will put 100 basis points on the table. And everyone, what have we learned? What will market insiders do? They will start pricing that in ahead of time. So yes, the Fed will be meeting the 26th and 27th, but look at the charts days before to see what market insiders doing. Are they buying or selling based on the reaction of the Fed? And remember, the big date that we're all worried about globally is July 28th, where we release the GDP report. That GDP report will actually be the official report that tells us if we are in a recession or not. So again, I am stressing this importance. I don't know how else I can do it. When the reports come out, it is priced in already. Market insiders price it in. You have to act days before. There is a phrase that we all use: buy the rumor, sell the news. Guess what? That is exactly what these insiders are doing. They are playing 2 to 3 days ahead of time with their moves. And guess what? You can do it too, because now you can understand exactly the metrics that they're using and the time frames that they're using to make their moves.